Hey guys, I hope you all are doing good. In today's video, I'm going to talk about Masters of Architecture from Carleton University. This is a university in Ottawa. In this video, I'll be covering what are the courses that they have over there for architects, what are the requirements if you want to get admission over there, what are the fee requirements, and what are the student reviews of this Carleton University. And of course, I will be covering why you should consider this university, because of course there are better universities in Canada that you can get admission into, but why Carleton would be a good option for you. So without any delays, let's get started with the video, guys. So guys, before going into the details of Carleton University, I would like to talk about why you should consider Carleton University. There are better universities here in Canada, like University of British Columbia, University of Manitoba, University of Winnipeg, University of Toronto. All of these universities are ranked better than Carleton University, but then you would be asking, why should I go ahead and select Carleton University? So there are few reasons. First of all, British Columbia, if you're going, it is expensive. Competition is very high. The chances of you getting admission over there, if you don't have exceptional marks and exceptional portfolio, is very less. Plus, British Columbia, the expenses of living are also a bit high over there. And for future progress, I think you will have some difficulties in getting PR in British Columbia because a lot of people are going there. Next is University of Manitoba. Again, it has a higher requirement. The competition is tougher over there. They do prefer national students over international students. But yeah, a lot of people have gotten admission. International students have gotten admission over there. But still, Manitoba is very far. It is very cold as well. So I don't think so you would like it that much over there, because it will be cold, it is isolated. So I wouldn't prefer that, but you are free to go ahead and apply for that university. University of Toronto is again good university, but competition is very tough. The living expenses in Toronto is very high, and of course getting admission in University of Toronto is also a bit difficult, rather than getting admission into other universities, because a lot of people are applying to these universities. Now coming to the Carleton University over here in Ottawa. So I believe, see, for education purpose, if you are studying, Ottawa is one of the good places, because it is well situated between Toronto and Quebec City. So what happens is the cost of living over here is not that much. There is not a very high outsurge of students that are coming here. A lot of people prefer going to Toronto because, of course, more opportunity, more businesses, but they don't think that the competition also increases because of that. So I suggest, if you are not in a rush, if you are coming from a middle class background and if you have a decent score, you can consider Carleton University, because the reviews are good. The university is massive. It is not a bad university to do your Masters of Architecture from. A lot of people I know have done their Masters of Architecture and they are doing good in their life right now. They are here in Canada and in Ottawa. They are earning well. So why not? Why not have a better option? Now let's talk about the requirements to get admission into Carleton University. So first requirement is that you need to have 65 to 75% in your architecture, or we can say 6.5 or 7.99 GPA. So this is the overall basic requirement. Then of course you need to have IELTS 6.5 band in all the bands. So you have to crack IELTS. That is important. Now talking about the documentation, what are the documentation that you will require? You will require all your mark sheets and transcripts. You will require a reference letter or reference email ID and contact. So for example, if you have references from your professors, you can speak to them and put their email ID and contact number into their reference portal, and they will send an email to your professor or your colleague or your boss in company and ask them to fill a reference form for you. So you can contact your professors and probably your boss to be your reference. That is also very important over here. Then one of the most important thing is your letter of intent. For all the admission that I think so across the world for architecture, I think so letter of intent is very important, where you are stating why you want to do Masters of Architecture, why University of Carleton, why do you think Masters of Architecture from Canada would be a good option for you and your future. So here you are justifying your purpose, here you are justifying that what are your aims for future, and here they will see that are you literally interested in architecture or not. So that is very important. Then you will need to submit your portfolio. That this is a norm everywhere. You will have to submit your portfolio. They will have a link, as you can see. Then you will have to submit your resume and CV, in which you will have your latest updated resume and CV highlighting your experience, your extracurricular. If you have participated in international design competitions or something, you can mention that as well if you don't have experience. So all these things will make your case stronger. And of course, if you have surpassed the criteria of having 75% in architecture, your chances of getting admission over here will increase. The fees for application for international students is around $170, I think, and it is a non-refundable fees. So no matter how many universities you are applying to, just consider that if they reject you, your fees for application is gone. So just keep that thing in mind. It's not a big amount, but still it's something. So now coming to the fees. So fees for Masters of Architecture is around $20,000 per year. It will be a 2 years course. So consider $40,000 plus your living expenses and all of these things. Living expenses, you can again consider around 10 to 15,000 or probably $20,000. I wouldn't say more than that, but this will be your average living expense as well. So you can consider overall you will be spending around $50,000 Canadian dollars here in Canada. Of course, you will be doing your part-time and stuff, which I'll be covering later on in this video. So yeah, that is another thing. But this is your overall fee structure, that how it looks. And coming to the courses, see, I went through their entire courses that they offer. So for Masters of Architecture, I saw two courses that they offer. First is Masters of Architecture, that is just Masters of Architecture. So second is Masters of Architecture Study. This course is more theoretical. So I would suggest like you can go for Masters of Architecture plain, and both the courses have similar fee structure and everything. So Masters of Architecture is the good option for you. And the next course they offer is a diploma course. This diploma is into Masters of Architecture into conservation. So as you know, architecturally, Ottawa is a very heritage city. There are a lot of heritage structure, and the government here, they incentivize a lot of architecture firm to refurbish these old heritage buildings. And these firms earn a lot because of these projects. So they need people who are specialized in heritage conservations. So if you are into this field, if you think that heritage conservation or architecture conservation is your calling, I would say go for diploma of conservation architecture, or else just do Masters of Architecture plain. It will be very helpful for you. Now coming to students' review. What have students told me and what are their reviews? So first, one of my colleague, he is from Carleton University, and he has given me a good review about Masters of Architecture program over there. But one thing that all the students have highlighted, that when it's your time for submission, probably for 1 or 2 months in a semester, you won't be able to do any part-time jobs. You have to keep this in mind. You can't think like you're doing a certification course where you will be doing a part-time job all year long and you will be able to do your submission and stuff, because our Masters of Architecture course is a bit tough course. It takes your time, it takes your energy, and it requires dedication. So if you are doing Masters of Architecture or any master's course, guys, always remember that this will take your time. This is not a course that will be like, oh, it's easy, we will be doing it and it will be done. No, they have certain requirements. They have certain criteria that you have to fulfill to get a Masters of Architecture degree. And if you haven't seen my previous video, I have specified why doing certification course or diploma course will be a bit difficult for you to get your PR in future or your work permit in future. But of course, if you are doing diploma in a very specialized field, then of course it won't be a problem for you. So these are the things that you have to keep in mind. You have to think about that, okay, these are my criteria that I have to fulfill, these are my targets that I have to do, and these are my expenses that I have to fulfill. So prepare your family and yourself for all the expenses that will be coming up. Prepare yourself mentally that this course is not simple. You will have to dedicate 1 or 2 months every semester just for the course. That time probably you won't be able to do any part-time, so prepare yourself for that. Then also remember that things are a bit difficult, but if you do your master's course, you will be better placed than all the other people who are doing certification courses and diploma courses. You will be a step above all of them. So that's the benefit of doing Masters of Architecture. I'm not sponsored by Carleton University or anything. I'm just providing you an option that if you want, you can do this as well. Or else, of course, you can go ahead and apply for University of British Columbia, University of Manitoba, University of Toronto. All of these universities are better ranked than Carleton University. Decision is up to you. And if you like this video, if you like what I make, if you like how I share my content, please go ahead, hit a like and subscribe to my channel, guys. I don't know, a lot of you haven't subscribed, and all I ask is just subscribing. I don't do any sponsored ads, or I don't do any sponsorship from products that much, but yeah, my sole purpose of sharing this knowledge is because I have been in that scenario in my life and I know how difficult it is to take a decision. So I'm here to help you take that decision. So please go ahead, support my channel and take care of yourself. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye bye.